Day 699 being Christopher Cruz. Service just finished. Got everything done in time. Somehow I got here like 3 minutes before church started and got everything set up. I cannot believe that I got all that done when I did that. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. Had to go find dog poop, put it in a bag. Yeah, just awesome. And now service is complete. Yeah, that was crazy. I did not think that that would work out the way it did, but it worked out perfectly, just barely. It was such a cool service too, because he was talking about how pride can taint something. So he was making a milkshake, so he was putting all this stuff in the blender, like ice cream and peanut butter and blueberries and bananas, and like putting all this stuff in the blender, and he blended it up and then he poured a glass. He's like, this is delicious. And he said, but pride is one, it's like a poison. You know, you could be doing all these good things in life, but if you have pride, that one extra ingredient of pride can ruin everything. So he's like, Chris, bring up the special ingredient. And so I brought it up in the bag, and he had someone smell it, and the guy like almost puked. And he's like, that's dog poop. And he's like, yep. And so then I put a glove on him, and then he reached in the bag, and we had the dog poop in a plastic bag, and then inside the paper bag next to it was a Snickers that I like molded in to look like dog poop. And he pulled it out and dropped it in, and everyone freaked out. They're like, no. And he turned the blender on, and people were just losing their minds. And then he poured it in a cup, and he went around, and people were freaking out like, no, 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 no. And then he went down the line to people, and our campus pastor grabbed it and took a drink of it really quick, and people freaked out. Like, his wife ran away, like people ran, the whole crowd was like, ah! And then and it was crazy. And then our pastor drank it, and people freaked out, and then they finally told him, but it looked so real. And so yeah, it was awesome. It was crazy. But just that message, like, you could be doing all these things, but pride is one of those things that will just taint everything. Pride makes everything worse. So, and that's something I've been really, God's been checking me on a lot, is the pride. And so, yeah, such a good message. I can't believe that everything worked out literally just in time, like barely just in time, like minutes before. Whew. Thank God, like the cop drove past my car when it was parked in a freaking fire lane in the middle of the road, like didn't stop me, like, yeah, it all worked out. So that was awesome.